Shalom. Shalom, Yeshua. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching 100% truth. Wa Barakatham. And to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect, may peace and blessings be unto your households. It's your brother Gadal from Great Millstone Dollars Branch, and in this quick lesson, you're going to get into, you should be examining yourself daily, right? Because, we are currently in the Day of Atonement. We should be reflecting on ourselves as well as praying to Yahweh Shem Shah to have mercy on us, and ultimately thanking Yahweh for giving us Yahweh Shah, for being that atonement for, the elect's sins. Lord willing, we be part of that, of course. But this shouldn't be the only time you examine yourself. You should be always examining yourself daily, right? Because if you're not examining yourself daily, man, you can't fix something that you don't know. And how do you find out something? By examining it, right? You know you better than you. No one knows you better than you, other than the Lord, of course, right? You know what flaw you need to fix. You know what thing you need to work on. Really, you need to take the time to think about it too. You don't want to just be going on the everyday life just thinking like, oh, I'm cool with the Lord. Nah. Right? Like, yes, this is an important day to examine yourself, but like, you should be doing this every day. All right, let me get this scripture. Shalakia. I thought I had it, but I didn't. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 5. It says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own self. Know ye not your own selves how Yahweh Shah, Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates? Exactly. So examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Right? Examine yourself, man. Look into yourself. Matter of fact, let me see what Google give me for examine real quick. Let me see if it's anything any good. Oh, there should be actually, because I'm using it. Damn it. All right. It says, inspect someone or something in detail to determine their nature or condition and investigate thoroughly. Exactly. So you're supposed to be investigating yourself thoroughly, inspecting yourself, right? You have to, and that's something you're supposed to do on a day-to-day basis. Why? Because we go off on a day-to-day basis, right? Even when you're high in the spirit, you're still messing up, regardless, man, because there's always something that we can do better. There's always something you can work on because of what you are in this flesh, aka these chains of darkness. They're not called chains of darkness for no reason. They're called chains of darkness because they're, chains of darkness, man. And it doesn't, and this flesh is completely contrary unto the spirit. Scriptures goes into that. So with us being and knowing of that, right? Knowing that, so that's mean we have to look at ourselves daily because, we're in this flesh and it's so easy to go off on the flesh, bro. Like, bro, you could be chilling and you could look at some ass, but that'd be another man's ass and you never knew. You went off right there. You could have been adultery within your heart, aka your mind, your la'ab, right? So it's like, damn, we gotta check ourselves on a daily, even when it comes to serving the Lord, man. Dang, when's the last time you did a lesson? When was the last time you studied? When was the last time you read? And and guess what? We're always going to come short to something. So that means there's always should be something that you're working on. That's what that means, right? So you should continue to examine yourself daily. Like, okay, you're doing good in this area, but now you got to continue to do good in this area, because if you stop, then you're not doing good in this area no more, right? Because guess what? That old creature tries to come back, right? As you grow in this truth, guess what? You might get hit a little harder with that old creature demon, right? Something happened to your life where, it's just like, damn. And then that old creature try to creep back in at that time. You're like, damn, I defeated this before, but now it's harder because I'm at this point in my life right now, or state. I'm going to get Sirach chapter, damn it, where is is that? Damn it. Yeah, Sirach chapter 18 and verse 20. It says, before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation thou shalt find mercy. Why will you find mercy? Because you inspected yourself. You examined yourself. You investigated yourself thoroughly, and you worked on them things to the best of your ability. Because, when Yahushua get back, we're still going to be working on ourselves, bro. Think of it like that. It's still going to be flaws in us that we got to fix. But if you're already in the process of trying to fix certain things, fix these things, then guess what? You're going to find mercy, because the Lord, he sees if you're trying or not. How about you? He knows if you're trying or not. Right? And if you're not trying, guess what? He'll let that be made known unto you too. Because he will give you warnings before he fucks you up. Excuse my French. But he will give you warnings before he fucks you up, man. He'll be like, hey man, yeah, you tripping. You need to work. I really want you to work on this. Boom. Work on it. To the best of your ability, man. Easier said than done. But it's possible through Yahweh Bashian Washai. That's how you got this far in the first place. It's through the Lord. Right? As Yahushua said in the scripture, man, with the man it's impossible, but with the Lord, all things are possible. Right? So no matter what you're going through, really, whatever you need to conquer, and the Lord wants you to conquer it, guess what? You're going to be able to conquer it. It just might not be easy, but it's going to be doable. I'm going to go ahead and get this. This is Sirach chapter 37 and dang it, where is it? 20, it should be 20, yeah, 27. It says, my son, prove thy soul in thy life and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. Okay, so even though it's, it may be lawful, as the Apostle Paul said, man, though it's lawful doesn't mean it's expedient, roughly paraphrasing. Right, that's exactly what you're doing with your life. Though, just because you can do it, that doesn't mean you should. It might not be good for you. Right, it's like that when it comes to eating food. Just because you can eat this food, doesn't mean that you should. Right, it might not be good for your body. You might start being hella gassy. Your stomach might start hurting. You might be like, damn, like, man, I got the runs when I eat this. Right, or it can be a hobby or something. It's like, damn, like, I can't be doing this because it's taking away too much from the Lord, or it's taken away from the Lord. Right. Or it's like, if you do it, it's like you have to have balance with it, man. Right? You might have a hobby. It's like, okay, I got to make sure, I do everything for the Lord first before I decide to do this. Right? Because, it's like, I say playing the game, for example, man. You could play the game. Yeah, you could play the game. But, like, did you do the Lord's work? Did you do anything for Yahweh Bashion Shah before you like, you know what, I'm finna go play the game? Because if you didn't, then what are you doing? Sometimes you might have to just give that hobby a break completely. Like, just cut it off for a little bit, and then you can hop back on it through some time. That's the point of examining yourself. Because only if you examine yourself, you'll know these things. So yeah, we're in a time of self-examination and praying to Yahweh Bashion Shai, asking for mercy. But this is something you should be already doing daily, even before the Day of Atonement. You should be doing this. Right? Not only today. No, it's an everyday thing. But yeah, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I want to end it off by saying, Ka halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rechakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time I say, Shalom, Yasharala.